Hi everyone, Charles here from the Haiku Cyber Range. It's great to have you back. In this video tutorial, we will learn how you can use the commands su or sudo. We'll talk about the differences between the two commands and when these commands are useful to use. In a nutshell, su and sudo are similar Linux command functions that, by default, elevate a user's privilege to an administrator or root level account, so that the user can read, write, or run system files. Kind of similar to Windows' version of right-clicking an application and clicking Run as admin. Su means super user. When you are logged in as a regular user and you come to a file that you can't read, write, or execute, you can simply type su to elevate your privileges to root. Bear in mind, you will need to know root's password for this to be successful. You can also use su to switch to a different user on the system by simply typing su and then the username. Again, you will need to know the password for the account you're trying to switch user to, otherwise you won't be able to switch user to that account. Unlike the command su, sudo does not require a password to elevate. However, the user account must be a part of the sudo group to run successfully. Moreover, the syntax is sudo and then the command and any options after that. Let's show a short demo in the Haiku Cyber Range. We'll start with the command su. First, I will show you that I'm a user logged in as test user. Then I'll try to view a file that only root or administrator level accounts can view. Since I'm using a user account, the operating system should display permission denied. I'll then elevate my privilege by typing su. Type the root password, then I should be able to view the file. After elevating my privileges to root and viewing the file, I will then use the su command to return back to the user account test user. We'll go ahead and open the command prompt. Type who am I to see what user we're logged in as. And we notice that the command prompt shows I'm logged in as test user. I'll try to open up the sudoers file. And it shows that the permission was denied. However, I can use the su command and enter the password for root to elevate my privileges to root, then try to view the sudoers file. And bingo, I was able to view the file. When we issue the whoami command, it shows we are now root. Now I'll go back to the test user account by using the su command. Type whoami, and it's verified that we are test user now. Let's try the sudo command next. Remember, the syntax is sudo and then the command you want to run. Keep in mind we are still in as the test user account. Notice I prompted an error? This is because the test user account is not part of the sudo group. We can check that by typing the command groups and then the username. So we'll go ahead and type in groups and then test user. Here you see that sudo is not part of the groups that the test user is in. We will go ahead and add the test user account to the sudo group, then try running sudo to view the sudoers file again. The command to add users to the sudo group is usermod tac ag sudo and then the username. You must be root or administrator before you can issue this command. Since I am on the test user account, I will use the su command to run as root. Then I will add the test user account to the sudo group, and then finally try to use the sudo command on the test user account to open up the etc sudoers file. So let's run a play-by-play on what I just did. Since I was a test user, I elevated my privileges to root by using the Su command. Then I used a user mod tag ag sudo test user to put the test user into the sudo group. Then I sued back to the test user account, verified that I am now the test user, and now I'm going to go ahead and try using the sudo command to open up the etc sudoers file. And there you have it. Hope you liked this short video about using the Su and Sudo commands. To read the latest about the Haiku cyber range or see features, tips, and tricks, visit us at haikurange.com.